Previously on Kimba TV. I don't want to wait for the train station. Should I FOMO? I take a long, I get stopped out. I wait with Kimba, I get left. What's going on?
Not enough liturgy.
Manipulation. Fuck. I'm so hyped up. I still want to do like the Diddy shake. You know? "10 seconds until US market open. Y'all ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. US markets are open, y'all. It's time to juicy Magucci. Yeah, this would, if we can hit 70.5 now, I probably would hit my goal for this year of 6 mil. We'll see. This one trade is gonna probably take care of about 3 mil of it. Yeah, but we gotta get above the single prints first. Like we talked about, the first thing we'd be looking for is a swing fail. So hopefully we can, you know, turn it into support and get going, yeah? Okay. Everybody caught up on the plan? Pretty straightforward. So hopefully it doesn't swing fail there. Take a look at Bugamas, y'all. We're gonna go with 58.60 as one. So 58.60, we're gonna take that one off. Gex flip is lower at 58.25. And then second biggest is at 58.50, so we'll put it at 58.50, and the low we'll put it at 57.85. So we'll take this one off. Juice, 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 juice. Gotta beat that now. Gotta beat that now. Juice, 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 juice. Gotta beat that now. Gotta beat that now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go. Gucci Romo is headed to work for the day. Hey, Gucci Romo, I salute you. Have a great day at work. I have some work calls today as well. I got to look over a couple of results from last night's tests. Heristatos has went back and checked like 90% of real-time trading hour CME gaps. This is real juice, yes. But also, Heristodod, if this is if yesterday was the first time you were able to distinguish between electronic trading hours and real-time trading hours, and you notice the gap, you have not nerded out on CME as much as you needed to. So you see what I mean is like when you're self-teaching yourself, when you're self-learning, it's different when a teacher gives you everything that you're supposed to know, right? So whether it's fibs, whether it's CME stuff, make sure that you're really nerding out and covering all the bases, because theoretically, brother, you should have known about those, you know, months ago. And it's, you know, better late than never, but, you know, this is what I mean by like, I don't know what you guys don't know. And so I thought I nerded out, but not a single tutorial didn't mention these hours. It probably would have been covered by TradingView. TradingView has a lot of good tutorials, so make sure you check out their stuff too. Yeah, but that's okay, Harisodod. And that's why I'm working on CME tutorial videos. You heard me? single print tutorial videos. You heard me? But like you said, Haristodot, it's a pretty fucking solid pattern, is it not? And at the end of the day, all of these things come from pattern recognition. So pretty cool, right? Haristodot, I'm glad you picked up on that, brother. So all those times when I was like, yo, when Macaulay comes back and there's a CME gap, that's what I've been talking about. So, yeah, man. Well, here, just specifically for your question, brother, I'll just give you the condensed answer if you want. I'm bullish for the remainder of this year. I'm bullish for next year. I'm trying to probably get out of a bunch of risk-on assets by the end of next year. So what I would assume is March of next year. So March and April, we'll actually start to get bearish policies in place. It takes about 9 to 12 months for policies to really take effect. So that would put us at March of 2026 as the beginning of a bearish cycle. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to not buy a house, because I don't want to end up buying the top. I'm probably gonna try to liquidate a bunch of risk-on assets, by the end of 2025, beginning of 2026. And then starting to buy back in and look for great deals starting 2028, 2029, and then 2020 or 2030, probably beginning of the big bounce again, something like that. All right, but there's a lot of really smart people talking about all this stuff. So definitely nerd out and like understand what interest rates would mean, different policies, what it would mean, how long policies take. Yeah, so sounds good. Monkey Clip Chaser says, I just went short. What do you think about this? I got liquidated hard yesterday. Well, you're going to have to articulate to me why you went short, Monkey Clip Chaser. Shorting before a sweep level is a pretty bad idea. I mean, you do know that the math says that that's going to get cleaned, right? So shorting would be better if you waited for the structure to come in. So you would want a wick, and then you would want the candle to close back below the swing. So yeah, you might want to learn a little bit more. But yeah, that's a pretty bad trade. Really bad. Remember, you also don't want to be the dumbass that gets stopped out at the single prints. So, you know, don't short here, and then like put your short there. I mean, that's double fucked up. You fucked up twice. Okay. So yeah, that's a pretty bad trade. I'm going to be honest with you. You should have waited for it to swing fail, grab the single prints, and then have it tucked below. Okay. You have no edge whatsoever. So it was kind of like, why did you even do that? So there you go. There's your sweep. So if I were you, brother, I would learn about swing fail pattern.
Latuche, motherfucker, the max is the max.
And like candle closes and structure. Okay? But I mean, usually I say there is no right or wrong. In this case, that was wrong. That's okay. Just have good risk management. All right. Appreciate you, man. I will take the 10% loss. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your leverage is and entry is, but you don't want to get stopped out here. Okay, so I don't know if you would like put your stop loss up there or something. I don't know. The whole thing is kind of fucked, but yeah, if you want to short, then bookmap crashed again. If you want to short, then what you want to do is have this breach that top and then tuck back in with a 30-minute candle close like that. I put my stop loss at 69.5 with 75% loss. That's also horrible. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Monkey clip. I'm not, you're one of the first few people where I'm like, does this guy know what he's doing? I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. Are you sure? If you are confident that you've been watching and you've been learning and you think you know what you're doing, then be my guest. You know, it's going to take he's trolling. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. I was like, what? Well, I'm glad that you're trolling. Okay, because I was about to say, ain't no way a human being could be that dumb. Hey, quit playing with me. All right. How we doing, ho? Yeah, so there's a couple of things, Wazzle. One is the first candle blanks, the second one blanks. And I don't know how many swing fails you've seen, Wazzle, but it's valid as a swing fail until it doesn't lose the golden pocket. So even if the candle structure gives you structural confirmation, you still have mathematical invalidations like golden pocket getting lost. And even if it is a swing fail pattern, that's just structural edge. That is 1/3 of the piece of the puzzle. So I said this earlier in the morning, is that a good high or a bad high? When there's a bad high placed right by single prints, does that increase the probability of getting swept again or not? Okay. Even if it's not a swing fail pattern, what kind of other bearish structural edge could you get? Okay, could you, how do you know, how do you know if it could be a 3 drives, for example? All right, Wazzle, so we've had swing fails where it did this, and it was fine, and it went all the way down, but it still did a golden pocket retracement. Okay? So, yeah, I don't exactly know how many swing fails you've been like studying and keeping track of, but definitely start to watch. All right, Wazzle, you're gonna get them many, many times, but it's your sample size that's really gonna dictate how you interpret them, brother. All right? But Wazzle, if you want to short here, it's okay. All right. I already talked about why I'm not shorting here yesterday, 16 hours ago, when the price was down here. Okay. So if you want to know why I wouldn't short, if you really care, it's already here. You know, but yeah, I mean, don't let me contaminate you. Okay, if you want to do it, do it. Because if you don't want to long and I want to long, I'm going to long. I'm not going to give a shit what you think. So don't think, you know, don't give me too much credit, okay? If you want to short here, be my guest. But I've already explained pretty thoroughly why I wouldn't here. All right, it's all in yesterday's stream. I mean, how cool is it that when this bottom was formed, we pulled the fib from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, like this one, and we already looked and analyzed all these levels. You know, we pulled all of these fibs when the price was here 16 hours ago and prepared for this. So I don't need to be talking about, am I going to share here? Are you going to add? What do you mean, bro? We already talked about it 16 hours ago when the price was here.
You just said.
All right. So I always stick to my plan. I don't impulsively decide in that moment. We Gucci. Playing with me, boy. Baba Langa. Miro Crypto says, okay, stop. Miro, I'm telling you, Miro, you got to watch the highlights, my guy. Okay? Miro, Just like your other question, did you know that we talked about it when the price was down here? Did you know that 3, 4, 5 people asked that question last night? Not right now like you, last night. Okay? So I don't mind repeating myself, but brother, we were talking about that last night. You have hundreds of lions that were thinking about that last night. You got to do better. Okay? Don't let somebody outcompete you. You feel me? What I want to, and again, you should listen to the 30-minute explanation, not the 60-second version, okay? What I would want is this. The thing that I need as somebody that's bullish, okay, from down here is this has to get turned into support. Understand? It has to build value and go. This is what I'm looking for. Okay? And we talk about examples of how you have seen this is the usual rotation, but when it's extra bullish or bearish, it won't even go to the 0.5. It will do this. And I said, how many of y'all have seen this before? Okay, same thing. Let's say that this goes to 886. Some of y'all were like, what about the 886 short? All I want is this bitch to get turned into support. That's what I'm looking for as somebody that is bullish. Alrighty? So yeah, I mean, dude, if we get up here and we have reasons to short, S&P confluence, structural edge, open interest, CVD, all that stuff, you know, S&P is getting rejected. I would assume this is like 886 or 75. 75. There you go. So S&P runs up and it gets rejected right there. We have top longers. You know, the net flow on S&P looks like ass. Okay, if there's a bearish divergence starting to form on S&P net order flow, then sure, you know, maybe we'll think about shorting this. But I'm more concerned about this getting turned into support than this being resistance. Alrighty, so that's just me. Okay, but there's a 30-minute, 40-minute explanation of all of that yesterday. All right. Who was that was asking? Miro. Okay, so it's all in there, but I'm looking to see if 68 gets turned into support. Okay, and I don't know if it's going to do it today or if it's going to do it tomorrow. Okay, maybe it's the weekend time. So I don't know how long you've been watching me, but I'm a pretty patient motherfucker. I'm not going to just get got on like a 30-minute candle. You know, I'm going to give it time. I'm going to see what kind of value is building. I'm going to keep an eye on net order flow. And, you know, we'll do our best. Y'all better quit playing with me. The math is the math. No Mercy. Thank you for the resub. No Mercy is asking, why more 70.4 than 70.8, 70,009 since there's more volume? No, that's a great question, No Mercy. We have gone over it, but maybe not enough in detail. But basically, I am just like this long. A lot of people were like, yo, why not 64.5? I'm prioritizing TPO, naked, untapped point of controls that are confluencing with volume point of controls. So that puts it at around 70,400, 70,470 on CME. So I'm prioritizing the overlap in volume and the TPO levels of CME. No Mercy. Okay, that's how I ended up with that 65.5 level here. And then, you know, being able to draw that box and say that's my tolerance. So yeah, there's single prints at 70.7 and 70.4. That's why I put that level right there, just so I have like a little understanding and alert. So if it does go up there, I can really gauge and figure out what I want to do. But does that make sense? No Mercy. So it is a overlap with TPO point of control and volume on CME. Okay. Mad Lettuce, you good? Or Daisy, can we do it? I don't know. I mean, that would be dope. I hope it doesn't because I want to fucking sleep. I hate like staring at this shit all night, you know, for the hope or the small probability that it gets volatile when you're awake. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm going to probably go to sleep early and then I'm going to try to wake up early. And that was my original plan anyways, because I was going to do a pre-market start tomorrow. All right. But for me, there's no other sort of pivot points other than it leaves that single print there or it grabs it. And if you want to get cutesy with it, we're also going to wait to see if there's a gap for Macaulay. So if you're bullish, for example, one scenario that could provide confluence for another move up or push up is if derivatives start pumping, CME opens with a gap below, right? Because it pumped. And then it only does a partial fill or no fill at all, or just wicks through and then continues to go without filling the rest of the gap. Okay. If it makes a gap and it starts to hang around, it's probably going to, you know, go and grab it. And then you don't have that edge anymore. It just becomes neutral. All right, but shout outs to people that are shorting right now, though. At least it's not like as goofy as before. 604 says we're going to be here for that pre-market. Let's go. I'll show up early because I have to probably jump on a flight. We'll see. 33 minutes left until Macaulay Culkin. Happy Thursday. What'd you guys think about today in general? Not too shabby? Shout outs to people that scalped longs, scalped shorts, did both, juiced. Maybe not juiced on money, but juiced on experience and price action probabilities, sample size. Yeah, what an amazing day today. So 3 more minutes on the 30-minute candle close, 33 more minutes until Macaulay Culkin. I will try to hang out all the way through. I think Coke Zero dropped 25 gifted subs. So shout outs to everybody that gifted subs. Because of you guys, I'm going to stay a little bit longer. It got me technique! Shit! How many shorters are like fucking Kachai? It's gotta be testnet. Gotta be testnet. It's gotta be testnet. Green PNL. Look. It just swept the whole thing. Okay, everybody chill out for a second. Some of y'all gonna jinx the fuck out of me. Okay. Oh, we're hella bullish. Oh my God. Anybody that got bullish right there, you got. Come on. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Lord have mercy. You know what? Did y'all top long? Man, if I see you in the streets of Lithuania, I'm slapping the shit out of you. If I ever see you in the streets of Lithuania, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Zen Pro says 1 hour SFP in play. Sure, yeah. I mean, you would already be starting to look at structure and you would be thinking, okay, so if you're bearish, for example, hopefully you're already in a short. You want to try to make a lower low. All right. And make sure that you're caught up on the plans and highlights. For me, I'm closing my 69.5 short if 68 gets turned into support. So exclamation rewind, exclamation YouTube. And the next short attempt, I would want all of these shorts to get stopped out first. AJ, this is probably a newbie question, but is there information on people closing positions once they profited? I mean, kind of. You can see when they opened and when they're closing, so. Sell 18 says, what do you think about shitcoin ETH? Yeah, make sure you get caught up because we've already been talking about ETH quite extensively. So if you missed it, you know, don't just settle for like my, 30-second. So first things first, this doesn't surprise me at all because what do I really want? I want this swing fail. Okay, so as long as it stays above the orange line, I'm Gucci. Ultimately, I need structure to change. It can't just keep doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking at this level, the blue level, and I'm gonna be looking at this. Okay, so that's ETH BTC. None of this is surprising. All right. For the actual levels, I'm going to be looking for these to get swept, that to get swept, okay? So you could have a scenario where you sweep this and you're still able to maintain a higher low. So something like this. Whoops. Okay, and obviously, you know, you're gonna have to do the same thing that we normally do with Biddy and make sure that you know exactly what you're trying to aim for and what you're trying to clean. Okay, untap point of control, single prints, stuff like that. All right, so nothing has really changed in like the last 3 weeks of ETH. So. Schwiggity! Jayski says, medieval juice, I just longed 3 horses. That's fantastic. Just, you know, manage your risk. All right? Don't get the black plague. I mean, liquidated. All right, Jayskis? Let's go. Juice, 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 juice. Math. Juice, 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 math. Taking the vibes back all the way back to the 15 hundos. Any last minute questions, y'all? What a day. No, for reals, I had a blast. Holy fuck, man. What a day, what a day. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. All right, lots of alpha juice today, I feel like. Shout outs to you, Ysec. I don't know if you ended up taking that long or not. But great question as always. In general, you know, even if it does bounce from here, what would be something that could be bearish structure-wise, chat? Because some of y'all were asking about 1 hour swing fail, right? If it really is a swing fail, it wouldn't lose blank. If it didn't lose blank, then you're going to be fail auctioning. You're going to have a failed auction on the level that you need to have turned into support. Okay, so even though it's bouncing right now, let's not get too carried away. You got to keep and maintain structure, which means it's got to make a higher high, higher low. You guys know exactly how much there is still left to short squeeze, right? So, you know, you guys heard my reservations about, you know, a third drive short. I don't think there's enough open interest confluence to be in a short right now yet. This is going to make me start to think about I need to close the rest of my short. But as somebody pointed out, if you go to like the MEXC, first off, I'm always on the monthly MEXC and the weekly. Maybe not on the weekly, but I'm always on that monthly bullshit. Some of y'all don't know my other account name, so maybe you can't tell unless I use my primary Kimba account. But if I'm up 300 on this trade right now, and if it says I'm up like 600, you know that I already closed a good chunk of the short too. So we're up like, I don't know, 650, 700 on the month just on the MEXC. But it's not about how much we're up or if we're in a long or a short. It's about preparation and seizing upon that opportunity when we are fully prepared. So Lions, I'm rooting for you guys. All right, Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Any questions before I go? Nothing's really changed, so hopefully you guys are good to go. Do your best. All right. Saddest part of the day. What a day, though. And let's finish strong. All right. I hope you're juicing, brother. I hope today was another juicy day. Let's see if this area is turned into support. Obviously, even if it does go up, you know, we got to pay attention to a failed auction, okay? And then, you know, obviously this needs to look good. It can't be bad looking. Otherwise, you're going to probably get another sweep. But we'll see, y'all. You know, levels are pretty well identified, I think. So trust what you see. Rules Crypto says, I long this shit. Okay, well, you know what? Wisek was asking about where would you put stop loss if you were going to long. We kind of broke it down. Shout outs to him for asking such a hyper aggressive question. All right, but that's Wisek for you, baby. So remember when we talked about invalidation would possibly be that low? You know, because really what you're talking about is a CME gap and go type of shit. Right? So, you know, gap, come, go. So now you really, you can't, you know, you lose that, I think you're going to probably have a little bit of this full rotation play. So lots of math to kind of help you out. Don't guess and always manage your risk. Put your stop loss break even type of shit. All right. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this. I think I'm going to I'll give you guys musical control. And then I don't think I'm going to be coming back tonight. I'm going to hang out with Baby Girl, and I'm going to be talking with Buzzo and Cage and Husty and a couple other people as well. Nerd, I got you. Swap Beezy, I think, when he wakes up as well. So I'm going to, you know, we're going to put Sato on, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Okay, in fact, since the previous day point of control and the previous day EQ is really close to the value area high, it's going to act more as support. Okay, but if you turn value area high into resistance, okay, that's different from saying if we lose it. Okay, and you break PDPOC and PDEQ, then yes, the probability of rotating all the way down to value area low increases with every level that is lost. But that also sets up the thang that we talked about, okay? And then basically it failed auctioned. Okay, so all that would be in play. And then you would be pulling, you know, instead of this to this fib, you would be pulling this one. Okay, and so single print, I do believe, is right here, isn't it? There you go. So if it, you know, you wouldn't tolerate anything probably lower than something like that. So let's see where we are tomorrow. I'm excited to regroup with you guys, and we'll go from there, ladies and gentlemen. Bugatti juice. Kanaki, let's go. Hedge fund, let's go. Indo Lion. All right, let me give you guys musical control. You guys hear music? You guys have it, right? All right, I'm out of here. Okay, music is on. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.